Hi, it's Ileana. So today we're going to have a look at what is a living library blueprint. I've recently done a channeling session with Amir, and we were looking at crystalline harmonics, crystalline healing, and how that would be accessed and what it looks like. And it's accessed through a living library of the person for who the healing would be done. And so for me, this particular living library feels like it's outside the Akashic records, because you can have a soul library in the Akashic records, and you can have also a living library that's even higher above the Akashic records, that is part of who you are in your aspects, even above the Akashics, on the higher quantum levels of healing. The type of healing I'll be doing with Amir facilitating is on the crystalline harmonics field, so it's above the Akashic records. And you have to enter a different library, like the blueprint of a living library of the person where these crystalline quadrants are and where the codes are to access those quadrants. That's in a different library, different living library. And this is the sort of the beginning steps of that blueprint of what this would look like. And this image is what Lucy Howard originally drew, seeing of Egyptian and Atlantean healing and soul roadmap library. But I took it a step further to create it into a living library and activate the living library codes and see how a living library looks like. Because for me, this is a new kind of a step to go into a living library above the Akashic Records libraries. So this was kind of the next step. What does a living library look like? It could be personal to what you feel you connect to, what you resonate with as symbols, as light codes, as an entrance point, a place that you find within the living essence of yourself to walk through and access and look around in. To me, this is what I closely resonate with. My living library will probably look much different to this, but this is a blueprint to what a living library looks like for everyone to see. This is what I highly resonate with. And that's the blue image with all the symbols and the tree of life. And this is what it looks like lit up with the crystalline overlays. The purples, the blues, all the colors of what a soul field has, and the symbols lit up, the crystalline symbols. And then you can continue walking through your living library and accessing what needs healing. For somebody, it might be their crystalline quadrants and the walls, the crystalline walls of what makes you you as a living being. It could be sound codes, it could be organs, it could be anything that needs healing on that higher level. And the soul library would have access to that, to creating a more diverse blueprint, the blueprint of what exactly you'll be shown and accessing of your healing. So that blueprint code is so important to follow when you're in your living library. And the way you access your living library is with different codes, light codes, frequency, harmonization, whatever feels personal to you that harmonizes entering that living library. Since I've never seen this kind of a living library before, my soul went searching for something of an equivalent that I would understand and resonate with to learn from the star codes, because I have star codes in my living library that activate it. And this is what these star codes look like lit up to me. This is how I talk and connect and communicate with my living library, just as an example to show people what I'm being prepared for. I'm being prepared to do a lot of crystalline healing on myself, to literally reprogram my crystalline quadrants, fields, crystalline walls, the living essence of what I'm made up of. That is the type of healing I am preparing to do beyond what I've done so far. And I needed to see what that looks like, so the universe sent me this to prepare me for it. Because I've never done this before on this degree, so I need to understand on a higher consciousness level what I'm going to be doing and somewhat how I'm going to be doing it. So this helps me see what I'll be activating, how I'll be navigating the library, my living library blueprint, and where I'll be going with frequencies, harmonization, crystalline quadrants, crystalline walls, the living essence of me, and kind of my blueprint. It's going to look probably much different than this, but this is, again, what I resonate with the most as a learning tool to start with as a living library, to see it in all of its shape and all of its frequency on the quantum scale. I see things on the quantum scale, and I see things visually in color and frequency and harmonization and crystalline fields and vibration. Everything harmonizes, everything vibrates, everything is living to me. I see in living color, I see in living frequency. And I need to see the star codes. I need to see the crystalline codes. I need to see a living library blueprint to understand what I'll be doing. And this is my key start as a blueprint to that, to getting to do this work. And I wanted to share that because whatever you do in your life, whatever you experience, sometimes you might do a channeling session with somebody in an interview during that channeling session, and you're given sets of roadmaps, right? You're given steps. You'll need to do this, this, and this. You'll need to access this, this, and this to get this type of healing done in order to accomplish it. But those are words that are being heard, right? You're having a discussion with your higher self or with different aspects of you. But what does that look like on that scale of quantum healing surgery? Where are you going? What are you accessing? What are you tapping into to make it happen? I needed to see the visualization of that process before I even do the crystalline healing or go in my living library. What does that look like to me? What is the access point? And this is the beginning of it, of what makes sense to me as crystalline fields, as crystal vibration, as everything living. This is the best aspect that I resonate with as a start. And it helps me understand what I'm going to be doing with all of this beautiful healing adventure with Amir. This is the beginning of it. So I wanted to share that and just show people crystalline fields, crystalline vibration, show people a living library. And crystalline fields can look different. To me, it looks like symbols. To me, it looks like colors. It looks like morphing fields and walls and designs and this vibrant stuff that keeps vibrating. It is in motion. That's what it looks like to me, the crystalline walls of my existence, what I'm made up of, living cells, living crystalline fields. That is what I am in essence. And this is the best representation I could find of it. And I really wanted to show that because I'm so happy that I am able to see this myself, that the universe provides. You simply ask and you get help from the universe. You just ask and here it is. And this is the representation of the beautiful healing work that I'll be doing with Amir. It helps me to understand my soul, and it helps me to be in the process of the healing at such a high level of consciousness. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So thank you so much.